Hey guys, Sebchoof here. I'm making this video because often I see friends, posts on Reddit, comments in my YouTube, Discord, and Twitch of people telling me they have a hard time of getting the crown blueprint or skins or finishing the Deca campaigns in general, and a lot of them had to boost the campaign in order to get what they wanted. And I felt kind of bad because a lot of these players were either newer or lacked time or a bit of both, so no matter how hard they tried, they couldn't finish it without paying money. And some of them weren't in the best financial position to do so. And since we have yet another campaign right after the last one, and I'm pretty sure we'll get another one during Halloween and Christmas at least, this year again, I thought it would be a good idea to make this guide of the fastest way to complete the campaign or get points without paying money. This guide also doubles as an event white farming guide or a realm closing guide. This video concentrates on consistent ways that someone can use so they can jump on the game straight away and be able to start farming points. A lot of people will say nests is the best way, but discords aren't always running them, and it's another way that you'd have to spend money. I've tried a few methods, and the best way I have found is by clearing events and skipping the dungeons and oryxes. The great thing about this is you don't have to have skill, experience, or items to do it. To summarize this, all you have to do is go to a realm that's really busy. Let's normalize US East for this, by the way, because that one's always really popular, and if everyone has US East in their mind when it comes to this, at least you guys have a place that you can meet up. And you want to bring a trickster preferably and run around spawning events by killing ents, liches, cyclops, those sorts of things, then killing the events that spawn with players in the realm. No matter what gear you have, you get carried by other players anyway, and it's really easy to get soulbound. It's usually only like 500 damage. It works really well because you can do it without coordinating with others. Since people in the realm prioritize the events, they will TP on them while they spawn. It's also scalable, meaning that you can do it solo, but if you have friends or other players that also want to farm campaign points, by the way, you'd be able to find people in my Discord who are keen, then they can also do it at the same time. And each person basically adds the same rate as yourself in terms of the farming speed. So if you have 10 people helping you, it will basically make it 10 times faster. Firstly, it's really important to know how liches, ents, cyclops gods, and ghost kings spawned around the map, so that you can find them even if they're not showing up as quest markers. Basically, realms aren't randomly generated. There's 13 different generations you can get, and on all of these generations, there's godlands and free roads parallel to the godlands most of the time. So if you walk between the beach where you spawn into the realm and godlands, you'll find free roads. Around the second road is where you find liches before the second road spawns, and between the second and third road is where you find ents. And between the third road and godlands is where you find ghost kings and cyclops. Never go to quests that other people are going to or are already at, unless they're events, because there's no point. It only takes one person to hit a lich, ent, or ghost king for it to enter the buffing phase, and then you only have to kill it after it stops flashing green, which is easy. Some people buff it, so it can be a massive waste of your time waiting to kill a buffed quest. Then there's the chance an event will spawn. It's also important to know with the ghost kings that the clone that spawns on the right of it after it being buffed or activated is always the one that when killed will make the ghost king vulnerable. Now let me go over some ways to make this even faster. What I like to do is stay around the third road because you can see ents, ghost kings, and cyclops gods from it, so that it will be the highest rate to make the event spawn. I think trickster is the fastest class for realm clearing by far because you can spam your jump ability and then regen it when you reach one of the quests while they go through their phases. For this reason, gear that gives you maximum mana is the best. Gemstone is the best ring obviously because it makes your mana, it reduces the mana cost of your ability, but an unbound mana ring is also great because it allows you to store above 3 more uses every time your mana bar gets filled up. And armor like Mantle of Skald or Harlequin is the best as well. You need a prism like Ghostly Prism or Tier 0 to make this most efficient, as it makes your jumps the cheapest. Hopefully your magic heal on your pet is high because it allows you to jump more. I also have an updated video on how to get a free divine pet the fastest. I'll link that in the description if you're interested as well. Trickster is also great because it allows you to jump over the walls and obstacles, making the quest clearing even faster. I know how much of a pain in the arse it can be to find the entrance to Cyclops gods sometimes. I personally like to look for more Ents and quests when events spawn because it's more time efficient since there's almost always someone running towards the event and you can just TP to them once they get to the event. And if you do clear another Ent before someone does reach the event, it has the chance of stacking events, so another one could spawn, allowing you to go to yet another event after that event's dead. Also, if a tanky event god spawns like Avatar, the Fungal event, or the Nest event, it's more time efficient for you to look for more quests like Ents or Ghost Kings while the event does go down. I personally like to TP on the events like 1 minute after someone reaches it. That's basically when it's a good time to TP to get soulbound, because yeah, you only have to get about 500 damage. If you do spawn another event while the tankier one is up, there's a high chance that the squishier one will die first. If you TP closer to the squishier one on the map than the tankier one, you can figure out where the squishier event quest is by teleporting around the map based on where people are running or how much space there is on the map. It will be replaced with the quest marker. Once you do get to the squishier one, call it in the chat because people will TP to that one before the tankier one, and then you guys can finish the tankier one together. Of course, you can speed up this event spawning strategy drastically by doing this with others, as long as you guys aren't clearing the same quests. You can find people who would be most likely keen to grind this campaign or farm event whites on my Discord, which is discord.gg/Sebchoof, link down below. I tested this, by the way, with Oryx, and it's not worth farming the Oryxes for the campaign points. You'd get campaign points faster by skipping Oryxes and just killing the events by going to a brand new realm that spawns or is already existing. You want to go to the realms that have a lot of people so they can help you not only kill quests but get to events and kill the events when they spawn. You can technically make this even faster by looking at the explored maps on the wiki and identifying which number it is so that you can see where the pre-spawned Ents and Liches and Cyclops gods are, but who can be bothered? You can get good at finding them anyway when you've learned how they're placed around the map. This strategy is really RNG based depending on what events spawn and how fast. Like for most events they give you 55 points, but I have had Pentrax giving me 120 points. I've gotten 1500 points in an hour, but also 2500, and this is solo. I wouldn't be surprised if you can get over 5000 points per hour with friends helping you as well that are clearing with you. Since the campaign is 32,900 points, it costs $1 per 100 points, so the campaign costs just over $200 to boost without farming it and completing it. If you manage to optimize the strategy with friends, getting over 500 points per hour, it shouldn't take you more than 7 hours to do the campaign. But if you're just learning the strategy and doing it solo the whole time, it will probably take you more like 20 hours at the 1500 points per hour rate. Not only does achieving over 5000 points per hour save you $50 per hour, but it also gives you a chance of getting event whites and also many stat potions to max your characters. But that's basically it for the guide. I'm going to be doing nests on stream until I finish the campaign, which is another fast way of getting points, but the reason why I'm doing it is there's yet another event for the nest. So you can join these public runs if you like by following my stream at twitch.tv/Sebchoof_ROTMG. The links to my stream, Discord, free-to-play Divine Pet Guide, and more will be in my description. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed, and please comment if you have any other guides you'd like me to make, or if you have any other tips with the campaign. I will talk to you next time. Peace.